A very warm and pleasant morning to all. Success is nothing more than
A very wonderful and happy morning. Warm welcome to one and all present here. On behalf of Research and Development, would like to welcome you all for the webinar on World Intellectual Property Day. Stars shine at night. Some stars shine at bright daylight. The essence of great leaderships, the influence and not authority. I would like to welcome our Secretary, Mr. R. Rajendran Sir, our beloved Principal, Dr. A. Arpada Vijayaselvi Ma'am, and Vice Principal, Dr. S. Sivakumar Sir, and Convener, and R&D coordinators, and all the departments, HODs, and staff members, and my dear students. Once again, welcome you all.
to be inspired is great, but to be
Good morning to one and all. Once again, welcome to the seminar on intellectual property rights. I feel extremely honored to introduce the chief guest, Dr.R.Valli, who is currently working as Professor, Department of Electronic and Communication Engineering, Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology, Pondicherry. Our guest speaker has graduated Bachelor of Engineering in Electronic and Communication Engineering from Madras University. She has finished her master degree in Electronic and Communication Engineering, and also she is a master doctorate holder in Wireless Communication from Pondicherry University. She has owned 24 plus years of teaching and research experience. Contribution culminated in 28 reputed publications, which includes around 16 international journals and 11 number of international conferences. She is a reviewer for various international journals. She is a research and development cell coordinator. So this is a short profile about our resource person. I ask that you give your full attention. It is an honor and a privilege for us, ma'am, to have you with us today. Dr. Valli, ma'am, please continue your session.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning to one and all present over here. I welcome you all for the celebration of the World Intellectual Property Day. Thank you, Niranjan sir, for your invite, and thanks to the Department of Research and Development for inviting me for this session. So, as a part of the World Intellectual Property Day, my today's presentation will be patenting our inventions, how to patent our inventions. And myself, Dr. Valli, Professor of PC Department and Head of Research and Development at Manakula Vinayagar Institute of Technology. And this is a wonderful quote, which I love and which I personally have as my motivation. There is a way to do it better, find it. This is a quote by Thomas Alva Edison. Just see the picture. Am I audible? Okay. So just see this picture. These four persons, they are caught in a flood, and all are having umbrellas. One person, he is using his umbrella as a boat, and he's coming out of the flood. So there is a way to do it better, even in times of struggle. It is up to us to find it. Now, we generally confuse with what is an invention and what is an innovation, right? What is an generally we think that invention and innovation are one and the same, but not really. Invention is creation of new products, it's creation of new process or technologies which do not exist previously, whereas innovation is transformation of these creative ideas into useful applications. That is, these useful applications, it can be combining the resources in new ways or in some unusual ways. And when it is an innovation, this innovation, it should provide value to the society. That is the end product which you are preparing or which you are making. the product which you are making, or the process which you are preparing, or technology which you are developing, anything, the end product, it should be useful to the society. So that is innovation. Invention is creating new product, process, or technology, whereas innovation is transforming. It is not creating, it is transforming the ideas into useful products. And remember that these products should be useful to the society. Now, I'll tell you the difference between invention and innovation. When X-ray was invented by Röntgen, it was an invention, which means that it didn't exist previously. But imagine he invented X-ray. When this X-ray was used for medical imaging in the field of medical science, that is medical X-ray, it is an innovation. So that was a new product which was created, whereas using that product, I have used it for an application, that is medical imaging. So this is an innovation. So that was a product which was created. Here it is transforming the idea into an application. When now coming to the light sensitivity of silver compounds, this we have studied in our schoolings. So that was an invention. When that was used in photography and camera, it turned out as an innovation. When semiconductors, your p and n-type, when they were found, it was an invention. Now, if I'm using that p and n-type semiconductors in radio, it is an innovation. Coming to lasers, lasers were an invention. I'm using lasers in CDs and DVDs. It is an innovation. Now, storing the data on magnetic surfaces. When that was first developed, it was an invention. Using that invention, I found an application. That is, use it in the magnetic tape, cassettes, discs, anything. That was an innovation. So, if I'm able to figure out money out of an invention, that is an innovation. So what is the mother of necessity? I need it. That is the mother of invention. And coming to innovation, it's not, we talk about mother. It's both father and mother. Commercialization and creativity are the parents of innovation. So invention has the necessity. When it comes to innovation, I should have my end product should be commercialized. So to commercialize, I should transform my creative ideas into products. So commercialization and creativity are the parents of innovation. So for any innovation, the bedrock or the fundamental or the base is the invention. Now, just these are the various stages which comes from invention to diffusion to the society. Creating a new idea is invention. Next is and deciding to innovate. That is, I'm going to use that idea or that invention for an application. So it is conceptualization of new idea. That is, I'm deciding to innovate. Then it has to pass through many stages. Finally, I'll come to the commercialization. So first C, second C. And as I said, any product or any innovation that is made, it should be useful to the society. That is, the end product should be diffused to the society. So these are the various steps which are involved in creation to diffusion to society. Now, coming to the top 4 inventions which can never be done by any other inventor henceforth. So the first invention is the electric bulb. This electric bulb, it is the most famous patented invention which is known to the humankind. Here the 4 inventions which are taken is one from electrical field, one from mechanical, the other one is from computer, and the next one is from communication. So these are the 4 inventions which can never be compromised by anybody. So light bulb, an electric bulb, it's the most famous patented invention to mankind. And all know it is Thomas Alva Edison who invented it in 1878. At the same time, there was an English inventor by the name Joseph Swan. He also received a patent for a similar product in England. Thomas Alva Edison, he was from US. This man, Joseph Swan, he was from England. So they both received a patent for the same similar type of products. Later, this Edison and Swan, they joined together to form the United Electric Light Company. And Edison, he is the only man who is holding the maximum number of patents till date. 1,093 patents, which no single man can ever try to reach it. Next is coming to the electric internal combustion engine. Just imagine a life without cars, buses, and trains. Just walking by foot. So these vehicles, when it comes to cars, buses, and trains, all these vehicles, they operate through internal combustion engine. The first internal combustion engine, it was patented in 1823 by Samuel Brown, and it was used to pump water. Next, in 1876, Nicholas Otto, he patented the compressed charged four-stroke engine. Finally, in 1879, you all know Carl Benz, the Benz cars. He developed the two-stroke engine, and it was patented in 1879. And you'll find something interesting that almost all these inventions were patented in 1875 to 79. Just see, Thomas Alva Edison, it was in 1878. He patented the electric bulb. The two-stroke engine was patented in 1879. Next is coming to telephone. So life without mobile phone, or life without WhatsApp, or life without Telegram, Twitter. So it is without a phone, we are dead. So the first telephone, it was invented and patented by Alexander Graham Bell. It was in the year 1876. Next is computer. And something very interesting here is the first modern computer to be given patent was ENIAC. We all might have studied during our school days, ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrated and Computer. This patent, it jointly went to John Macleay and occurred in 1973. Later, the US court, it invalidated the patent because ABC, that is the Adenosoft Berry computer, they claimed that we have developed the same sort of computer in 1940s, but that computer was not programmable. In spite of that, they claimed that they have developed the same sort of computer in 1940s. So what the US court did was it withdrew the patent which was given to ENIAC. And one of the first commercially successful computers was Apple II, which was invented by Steve, and it was patented by Apple Computers, not by a single man. It was patented by an organization, that is Apple Computers, in 1977. So these are the four inventions which I love the most. Now, coming to IPRs in India. IPR, 5 fingers. Just see your hand, 5 fingers. One is patent. Patent is, I'll simplify it as product patent, right? The next one is industrial design or design patent. Geographical indications, copyright, trademark. So these are the 5 fingers of a hand, IPR, right? So we are academicians and you are students. You can work on patents, industrial design, copyrights, and if you students own a company or a startup, then you can go for a trademark. Geographical indications are mostly done by organizations. We individuals, there is no point in going for geographical indications, but we can go for patents, product patents, industrial patents, trademarks, and copyrights. I'll explain you what it actually means. Patent. Patent is, I'm finding a product. I have to limit others from using my product or selling my product. I have to limit the usage of that. In that case, I can go apply for a patent, and once if my product is patented, it means that it is my own intellectual property. If anybody wants to use it, then he or she, they have to get permission from me before using it. So what is the basic purpose of this patent system? It is to encourage innovation and the improvement of industrial techniques. So, most of the patents, if you see, it is mostly on innovations. Very rarely we come across inventions, but mostly it is on innovations. And what are the basic principles of patent law? It means that the invention or the innovation which you are doing, it must be novel. That is, it should not exist. It must not have been existing previously. And the invention must be non-obvious. That is, there must be significant improvement from the previously. If I'm going for something, an improvement, in that sense, there should be a significant improvement over the previous existing one, and mere changes in technology or just workshop models, it has got no right to claim the patents. சும்மா போயிட்டு ஒரு what to say, in a workshop I go make a design and submit for patent, that has no meaning. So it means that your invention or innovation should be novel and the invention must be not obvious. Coming to IPR, I was talking, first is patent. So patent is, it can be an invention, that's a product invention, or it can be a process invention, or it can be a technical solution to a technical problem. Now, what are the product inventions? I said that it can be a product or it can be a process. A product is, it can be a new apparatus. I can develop a new apparatus, or I can develop a part of an apparatus. I'll clearly explain using a figure. It can be a part of an apparatus, or I can use different parts and assemble it to a new apparatus and a new compound, or a new physical form from a known compound, or a new product. Anything should be new. That is, I can use the existing products, but the end product should be a new, which does not exist previously. Coming to process, what is a process invention? It is a method of making something. It is a method for purifying or separating something. Your osmosis, you have got three steps, 6 steps. So it can be a method of purifying or separating something, and methods for analyzing, testing, or measuring something. So all this comes under process invention. Now, next is industrial designs or the design patterns. These are the features which are appealing to the eye, which an eye can see. It can be a new shape, pattern, or configuration. Next is trademark. It's a visual symbol. Just see, Yahoo, Adidas, BBC, your CNN. So these are the visual symbols which can be a word, logo, name, label, monogram, slogan, whatever it is. Just if you see this symbol, you'll be able to find out that it is Benz. So it can be anything. That visual symbol is the trademark. This symbol, it indicates the origin of goods and services. Next is copyright. Copyright is it can get this copyright. Previously, the copyright was for the artistic, literary, musical, and dramatic creations. Now, you can get copyright even for your programs which you have developed. It's not a copied one. If it's a copied one, automatically your program will be rejected by the copyright office. It should be your own creation, so that can be copyrighted. Or your coming to your teachers, if you are each and every word should be yours. It should not be copied from anywhere. In that case, your lab manual can be copyrighted. Your class notes can be copyrighted, provided they are your own documents. Next is coming to geographical indications. This geographical indications, it identifies the agricultural, natural, or manufactured goods which are originating from a definite territory in India. Just I'll tell you, you got the Tirupati Laddu, right? When I say about Tirupati Laddu, everyone will get in the mind Tirupati. So it is a manufactured product which is originating from a territory in India. It's a geographical indication. It is only to India. If I say Tanjore painting, it is a manufactured good which is originating from Tanjavur. If I talk about Madurai Sungudi, it is again a saree which is originating from a part of Tamil Nadu, that's Madurai. So this geographical indications, it identifies from which territory this product is originating. And remember that these products should be unique. It should possess unique characteristics. Now, what is this validity of this IPR? Well, it is your product patent. It's 20 years, right? And every year, it is mandatory for us to renew the patent. If you are not renewing a patent within 6 months of expiry, then your patent will be automatically moved to public domain. It is then Once if you're not renewing it, it is not your own property. It moves to the public domain. It's not your private property. So remember that it's just getting a patent is not a matter. It's up to you to renew it yearly. Next is coming to trademark. Trademark is mostly the companies and startups, they are using it. It's lifelong. The production is lifelong. And every 10 years, you're supposed to renew the trademark. Next is design. Design grant or the design patents. The protection is for 15 years. And you have to renew it after 10 years. And after that, every year you have to renew it for 5 years. So this is for the design. Copyright, 60 years. Once you are done with the copyright, you need not go and renew it at all. It is put into enforcement. Next is geographical indication. It is lifelong, and every 10 years you are supposed to renew it. If you are not renewing it after the stipulated time period, then automatically all your inventions or innovations, whatever you claim, it will move on to the public domain. Now, coming to what is the relation between IPRs? So just see this Coca-Cola bottle. Here the logo Coca-Cola. So this logo Coca-Cola, it's a trademark. And the shape of this bottle, that is the feature which is appealing to the eye. It is the industrial design or the design patent. Next is, I can obtain the patent for the equipment which is used for bottling this Coca-Cola. அதுக்கு நான் ப்ராடக்ட் பேட்டன்ட் போகலாம். ஓகே, இது ட்ரேட்மார்க். இந்த பாட்டில் ஷேப்புக்கு டிசைன் பேட்டன்ட். அடுத்தது பாட்டிலுக்குள்ள கோகோகோலா போடுறதுக்கு I'll be having some bottling equipment. Some equipment to fill the Coca-Cola into the bottle. So that bottling equipment can be patented. Copyright is, it is the artistic work or the text database, anything, whatever is appearing on the website, that comes under copyright. So a single product, whatever be the product, it can be protected by more than one IPR. A single product can have a copyright, a trademark, a design grant, a patent, and if possible, it can also have a geographical indication. So just see here, ceiling fan. The design which is appealing to the eye is the industrial design. In Kannala Paka Mudije Ellame, it is the, I can go for design grant. Patent is the process which is happening in this. So in the fan, when the sutardika, I need the coils, etc. So the process which is being done to rotate the fan, that can be patented. Coming to this iPhone, this symbol, it is the trademark. The shape which is appealing to the eye is the design grant, and the process which is happening is the happening inside your mobile phone. It can be patented. So as I said, Tirupati Laddu, it comes under geographical indications. Your Kolhapuri Chappal, which is originating from place in Maharashtra, it comes under geographical indications. And as I was telling you, Coca-Cola, the bottling equipment can be patented. The shape of the bottle can be classified under industrial design. This visual logo, which I can see is the trademark, and anything that is visible in the website or whatever it is, then that can be copyrighted. And coming to the first patent, the world's first ever patent, it was granted in the 14th century, 1421. And it was to an architect and engineer, Filippo. It was given to a boat sort of equipment. See, I'm not sure if it's clear for you, but it was something like a boat. This boat, it was used for transporting marbles. So this was the first recorded patent for an industrial invention. It was a barge or a boat sort of thing, which was used for transporting marbles. Next is the first trademark. That was the logo which is visible to the eye. It was given to Sushad. It was a chocolate manufacturing company. in Switzerland. It was in the year 1893. Later, the Rus Suchard and Kai, they joined together to form the world's largest chocolate manufacturing company. So the first trademark was to Suchard. Next is the first design grant. Design, it was to a font. Interestingly, it was to a font. It was given to George Bruce. He developed a new style of fonts for printing, and he also gave the typefaces, how much should be the space and what type of border should be given. So this was the first document which was to be given the design grant. So this was in the year 1842. He was awarded the first design patent. And first copyright was to stationers. It was given to a law book. Actually, initially it was written by hand. Then the stationers, they compiled the entire collection and gave it as a printed book, lawfully printed books. So this was given the first copyright in 1710. Now, what are the products I'm going to discuss today? These are the products which have been indigenously done in our lab. That's all these products have been done by three of my students, Mr. Manoj Kumar. Actually, Manoj Kumar and another one is Mr. Srinivasan. They both have completed, but we started working on these products right from 2016. And now they own their own company. And another one student is Lavanya. She's pursuing her final year BTech in our college. So they have these three students, they have got their own company. And in collaboration with them, we have developed all these products. And to say all these products have been patented, and we have almost 49 patents as of date. 49 patents have been granted to us and 10 patents have been published. So these are the very simple products which we have developed, and we have also commercialized these products. Coming to the first product, that is the automatic water dispenser or the automated sanitizer dispenser. How we came with an idea to develop this product. Actually, this product has got nothing too technical. It's not that sort of thing. But this was a product which was a need of the hour. When during the pandemic, I think it was in early 20s. There was a guy came and approached us. We have a company called Ignite Skylabs, which is currently incubated in our own college. An electrician from Pondicherry, he came and approached us and said, due to the pandemic, he was not able to get any orders. He was just an ITI student. He has just completed his ITI and was doing this electrician works. And as we all know, during the pandemic, we allowed no one to enter our houses. So this guy, he didn't find any source of income. He came and approached us in the lab. When the scenario was quite okay, we started coming to our lab again, and we were working. Though there were lockdown, we were working in the lab. This guy, he came and approached us and he asked us, I want to earn my living, so you have to help me to find a way for it. Then we decided, we did a lot of research. Actually, he was not able to afford for costlier products. So we decided we'll develop a product which is of minimum cost, and we'll give him. Let him sell in the market and earn his living. So what we decided is, after working on a lot of market study, actually we do the market study in Amazon, all these sort of websites. When we studied, we came across this automatic water dispenser, which is used in hospitals, restaurants, and all. When it comes to the automatic water dispenser, the cost of a single dispenser, it comes around 4,000, 2,500 to the maximum cost, it goes around 15,000. And one thing is, if I want to have this automatic water dispenser, it is mandatory for me to change the entire setting. Full tap me in a mathno. So the currently market available products were costly. So we decided, why don't we make a product which is of low cost and which serves the purpose, the same automatic water dispenser, and why don't we make it as a low cost product? So what we decided is, uh, and we also had a thing in mind that whatever component we are using, it should not be too complicated. Let's go for very simple components and we'll work on it. So we decided and combined only 4 key components in this automatic water dispenser. One was a solenoid valve and the other was infrared sensor, power source, and a tap unit or shell. That's the outer casing. Now, solenoid, all of you might know. We use the solenoid here to block the water. Nam 7th standard we have studied what is a solenoid. So if we use a solenoid just to block the water, here the solenoid is normally closed. Once the electric pulse is given, the solenoid opens. So how will I generate this electric pulse? So we had an IR sensor. When I keep my hand, this IR sensor, what it does, it detects a movement of hand. And this motion is converted into electric pulse. Once the electric pulse is given, the solenoid opens, the flow of water starts. Now, if my hand is removed, then the flow stops because there is no electric pulse, the flow stops. So this is a basic, very, very, very basic concept. Now, சின்ன வயசுல படிச்ச ஒரு concept that we used here. And the greatest advantage here in our product is this tap, it can be fixed with the existing tap. I need not change the entire setting. Or full tap in a மாத்தணும்ன்ற அவசியம் இல்லை. I just can insert my automatic water dispenser in the existing tap and can use it as a dispenser. So this is what? This was the our first sentimental product which was developed. It was a 3D printed in our own lab. இதுதான் முதல்ல நாங்க பண்ணின ப்ராடக்ட். It's not a product, it's a prototype. So தெரியும் இது நாங்க என்னென்னலாம் பண்ணினோம், நிறைய வேலை பார்த்து இதுக்கப்புறம் we came out with the end product. I'll also show you the end product. One sec, I'll show you the video at the end product. Ma'am, can you see? Is my video visible? So this was the product which we developed. So on the company the sanitizer dispenser. So with the same concept, we also developed the sanitizer dispenser. So it was in 2020s when the pandemic started. This product, actually we gave this product to that electrician guy, but we hold the patent rights. You got 2 patents for this and we hold the patent rights. We have just given the product to him. And now he has got his own company, Eagles, and we also developed an app for him. You can check it in Google Play Store. It is Eagles. We also developed the app. Now he has got his own company. which is a service-based company and is quite comfortable in earning his living. So this was how we started with the product development. It was with Eagles, and the same we use the same concept for the sanitizer dispenser as I showed you now. And again, we hold around 3 patents for the sanitizer dispenser also. Next is coming to our saline solution rundown monitoring and alerting device. To say that this is our dream product. We are almost we have completed this product and it is under testing in a hospital. This was a product which was developed getting the idea or inputs from Sri Manakula Vinayagar Medical College and Hospital. You all might have known that when a patient, when somebody is suffering from dehydration, then that person immediately when taken to the hospital will be given a saline solution, right? Glucose. So saline solution. Now, remember, imagine that once the bottle is empty and if the syringe is not removed, then in that case, there will be a backflow of blood. If it is not attended, sometimes it may lead to fatality. So we decided, why not we develop a solution for this? That is, once the bottle is empty or once the bottle is to be empty, we should get an alert that the fluid is going to get over. It has to automatically stop. So this is what we had in our mind and we started working. And this product, actually, we almost have done it on a trial and error basis, and we completed 3 models. 3 models, and we ended up with the final model. And this product, it won the India International Science Festival. We won the first prize for this product, and we also won the AICT Vishwakarma Award for this product. So this is again a product which was developed by our students, but it is real-time working product. It's not a model; it's a product which is under testing in our own hospital and in Japan. So once the fluid is injected into the injected in the body of the patient, the doctor or nurse or any attendant, they should continuously monitor to see if the fluid is entering or if there is a bubble. In case if there is a bubble, they have to release the bubble and go for normal flow of fluid. So everything has to be monitored continuously. So we decided to go for a model which does not need any continuous monitoring. Automatically, you'll be getting an alert. You can go just move on, get the problem rectified and move on. So these were the problems. If there is a backflow of blood, if unattended, then there is a possible risk of fatality. Next is, if I'm developing a product, next statement which I had in mind is, if I'm developing a product, that product should not traumatize the patients. அது பார்த்த உடனே பயப்படக்கூடாது. So that it should be a simple product. We should not traumatize the patients. And now, you might have seen nurses when they are injecting the drip bottle, they'll see their watch and they'll adjust. So that, which means that the drip setting, it will be done manually by the nurse. Or formula which they will calculate manually, and depending upon that, they will set the drip rate. So this setting of drip rate, it's time consuming part, and it is error prone also. Corrector, we cannot fix it, so it's error prone. We decided, why not we go for automatic drip rate setting. So these were the 3 basic problems which we had in our mind, and we developed the product. So coming here, to monitor the fluid flow, we had the IR sensor. Next is how we calculated the drip rate. Generally, the calculation of drip rate, it involves 3 factors. One is the drip factor, next is the volume of the bottle, and the other one is the time. So depending upon this, the nurses will be calculating. So when for the automatic calculation, how is it done? When it's a drip factor, you've got 2 types of drips. One is the micro drip and the other one is the macro drip. Macro drip is peri drop, 10 to 20 GTT per ml. GTT is the drops, 10 to 20 drops per ml. Micro is 60 drops per ml. Kuti drops are. So depending upon this, they will be calculating what is the drip rate. So எத்தனை ml per hour. ஒரு bottle வந்து if it is 500 ml na per hour, it should be 125 ml. So how is it calculated? It is calculated using this formula. Volume by time is equal to drip rate, flow rate. So time is, it is in hours. If the ml is 250 ml, in 2 hours now it is 125 ml per hour. So this is how the calculation is done. Depending on that, they have to go on fix it. So what we did is, here, this is what we have done. We'll be getting this is only one knob. It's not a manual. You have fixed a knob. This knob will get using this knob, I'll be setting the volume, time, and what is the drip factor, as I was talking here. What is the drip factor? Whether it's the micro drip or the macro drip. So I'll be giving everything. So, volume, drip factor, and time. So depending upon that, the drops will be calculated. So here, I've got the node MC or ESP32. It calculates the drip rate automatically using this formula. Once drip rate is attached, start it. I said that you got a IR sensor which monitors the drops which is coming out of the chamber. It will go check for the threshold. So 500 ml now, I'll set the threshold as 10 ml. Once the 10 ml is reached, it automatically cuts off. And the tube on the cut panido. So here we have got it. Model. So here got the tube. Once the threshold is reached now, the tube is automatically crushed, which means that no fluid again enters into the body of the human. So 10 mandirchi adukku mele edum pohadu. It is stopped, and a notification is also given to the concerned nurses that it has reached the threshold. You can go and remove the syringe. So this is what we have done. And we also developed the web setting for the doctors and nurses. How to attach a drip and how to monitor it remotely. And once the threshold is reached, how to detach the drip. Everything we have done. And the parts were printed in our own laboratory. I'll show you. This was the first prototype. First prototype which we developed. It was based on load. Ipa pannadhu vandu drip rate vechi pannadha. Previously it was based on load. There are many papers which have done it on load, but when we went and checked with everything, we found that this did not give did not give us perfect results. It was just like okay type of results. But it was again a unique product, and we got it patented. But we found that the results were not so much satisfactory. Then we went on to a second product. This was our second prototype. But the other side of this product was the product was quite bulky. So we decided when you go for an end product now, it should be compact. That's what we have in our mind. Everything should be compact. So this was quite bulky. Then we decided, okay, we'll go for the next model. And this model was also patented because it is not existing elsewhere in the world. So this was also patented, and we went for the other model. The pudu version in the knob version, I'll be setting up all the parameters. So with this, I'll be setting the volume, time, and my whether it's micro drip or macro drip to set the drip rate. So once the drip rate is reached, I got a IR sensor which automatically senses the drops. Once the threshold is reached, it automatically cuts off the fluid flow and also indicates it to the doctors or nurses who are monitoring it. removed. Now, so what do we claim? I was telling you that whatever you do, whatever product you are doing, it should have some innovation. That is, it should be unique. So what was our innovation? When I said that we have fixed IR sensor for detecting the fluid drops, right? So we had this sort of placement initially. இப்போ இருக்கிறதுல எல்லாத்துலேயுமே there is one product which is available in the market. BPL இருக்குது most commonly used வந்து இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் ஒரு சைனா ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து இட்ஸ் மோஸ்ட் காமன்லி யூஸ்ட் இன் ஆல்மோஸ்ட் ஆல் த ஐசியூஸ். இவங்களோடது ஷென்சன் இன்டர்நேஷனல், இவங்களோட காலி ஷென்சன் இன்டர்நேஷனல், இவங்களோட ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் இஸ் அவைலபிள் இன் த மார்க்கெட். இதுலேயுமே அகைன் தே யூஸ் ஐஆர் சென்சார். பட் இஃப் த சாம்பர் இஸ் டில்டட் அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும்னா, the chamber is tilted now, then the drops were missed. So this is existing. Then we went for 45-degree inclined angle. If the chamber is tilted now, it was not able to count the drops. The drops were missed. So they went for the next model. Next model, actually we were doing it on a trial and error method. So we'll go for the next model. Fix we came out with this model. The emitter was fixed here and the receiver was fixed here. Even if the chamber is tilted, not even a single drop was missed out. So we decided, okay, not even a single drop was missed out. இதெல்லாம் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணின பிறகுதான் we went and researched what actually is going on here. கண்டிப்பா ஏதோ ஒண்ணு இருக்கிறது தான் is happening here. So what actually is going on here னு பார்க்கும்பொழுது தான் it was based on total internal refraction ன்றதை கண்டுபிடிச்சோம். எங்களுக்கு we didn't have any idea about fixing it in this using total internal refraction வச்சு பண்ணணும் அப்படின்லாம் we didn't have any idea. சும்மா trial and errorல we were fixing. Fix பண்ணும்போது finally எல்லாம் முடிச்ச பிறகுதான் we went and analyzed and found that this is actually the working principle behind this அப்படின்னு. So we claimed இதுதான் எங்களோட இனோவேஷனா நாங்க claim பண்ணினோம். So which was quite easy for us to get the patents. இதுதான் இனோவேஷன் சொன்னதால no one has done it. Total internal refraction வச்சு நாங்க பண்ணினோம்னு சொன்னதால we are quite easy for us to get the patent. இது வந்து எங்களோட third மாடலுக்கு we have got patent. Second மாடலுக்குமே இருக்கிறது patent. Once I'll show you the video.
Good morning. I am Dr. Validity, Assistant Professor at Sri Manakula Vinayagar Medical College and Hospital. In the clinical scenario, we doctors and our nurses face a critical issue regarding IV infusion. The medications prescribed by us needs to be administered to the patients at the appropriate doses, which needs careful calculation of the rate of drips. There is frequent miscalculation of the doses. Either overdosages or underdosage of the drips is very common. Further, due to the drastic difference between the doctor-patient or nurse-patient ratio in our country, it's always been a problem that the infusion drip gets over and there is a backflow of blood. And this causes undue distress to the patient and the caregivers. The dosage administration is almost accurate and the sensor senses the drip rate and it also senses the remaining content of fluid in the bottle. So when there is a remaining of 10 ml in the bottle, the sensor stops the drip from getting infused. After using this latest innovation called Ripper, since the past 1 week, I feel it to be very efficient and handy.
நிரஞ்சன் சார் இன்னைக்கு என்ன எவ்வளவு நேரம் இருக்கு? மேம் என்ன எவ்வளவு நேரம் நான் பண்ணலாம் மேம்? Because you should okay, because you should tell me your time. Now basically, okay. It's another 20 minutes, right? So we'll another 2 more products. The next product which we developed is the portable human counting kiosk. This was a requirement from HP India Private Limited. They asked us, it was again the problem statement which we got during the pandemic. After the pandemic was over and when the companies were started to work, they found a difficulty that the cafeteria was overcrowded, and they asked us for a solution. That is, we should have a device which counts the number of persons entering into the cafeteria, and once it has reached the count, that is, if it is maximum 100, once it has reached a count, that is with social distancing, everything, if it is fixed to 100, then once it has reached 100 now, it should give an alarm and the door should be closed automatically, which says that no one should enter now because that has the cafeteria has got the maximum limit of persons inside. So this was a problem statement which was given to us, and we worked on it, and we delivered the product to them. And what actually we did is, we placed a camera at the top of the doorway, and the kadavukku mela or camera vachachu. Using image processing, this camera, it draws a virtual line horizontally across the doorway. When a person crosses and walks in, ulla pogumbodhu it is counted as 1 increment. Other way, from inside to outside na, it means that it is decremented or count decrement agum. Now if the count reaches increment agi, if the count reaches 100, then a light will be on and a buzzer will be triggered, which means that automatically hospitals la paapalingla, ICUs la once operation started, there will be a light glowing, which means that no one is allowed to enter into the ICUs now, or operation theater, whatever it is. So the same thing, but here it will count this vertical line, I mean horizontal line will count the number of persons entering in and the number of persons moving out of the cafeteria. Based on that, it will display the count, and also an alarm will be triggered once the count has been reached. So this was the statement which was given by HP India Private Limited, Raipur, and we came out with this solution, and we have also delivered the product to them. So this was the product. Pack pandradhukku munadi we took it. This was the product which was again 3D printed in our own laboratory, and we also got the patent for it. But idla vandu oru problem we have. Still, that is the problem here with this. Actually, this is functioning perfectly. But என்ன problem நான் சொல்றேன், if you're able to work on it, if you engineering students are able to work on it and solve this problem, it's well and good you can do, and it is sure going to be a new innovation. It's going to be an innovation, and you can surely apply for patent, and surely it'll be granted. The thing is, நாங்க பண்ணின ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து if one person is entering in, it is counted as one. Again, if two persons are entering at the same time, during the pandemic, this was not the condition. This was not the case because everyone was allowed to go individually. So that was not the problem. So we didn't face anything. One person will be entering, one person will be leaving. No groups and all. But if two persons are entering at the same time, the problem with our solution is it counts it as one. It does not count the persons as two. If they are entering at the same time, now they both will be crossing the horizontal line at the simultaneously. So simultaneously cross பண்ணும்போது, this count is considered as one and not as two, but actually it has to be two. So this is the problem with our product. If you're able to solve this problem, it's well and good. Take it as your final year project, work on it, and apply for patent. Next is affordable touchless attendance system with temperature monitoring. This was the product which we have developed and delivered to GT Electronics and NCR. ரெண்டு கம்பெனிக்குமே கொடுத்துருக்கோம். When it comes to GT Electronics, again இது எல்லாமே our company was started at the start of pandemic. கரெக்டாக அந்த ஜான்ல தான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணினோம், பசங்க சேர்ந்து ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணினது. So எங்களுக்கு pandemic timeல we got many orders from local industries. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய ஆர்டர்ஸ் கிடைக்க ஆரம்பிச்சது. எல்லாமே வந்து it was quite related with pandemic தான். A solution for the pandemic எப்படி கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணி வரலான்றது மாதிரி சொல்யூஷன்ஸ் கேட்டு தான் we had many problem statements. So one such problem statement we got from GT Electronics and NCR is இது எல்லாமே இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் ஏரியான்றதால many persons would be entering into the office and they will be moving out. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி வரையிலும் it was only manual entry. Everyone will go, they will put the in time, they will sign and get into the office. And again, if they come, when they're coming out, they will mark the out time, sign and come out. So this was the manual entry. Manual entry போகும்பொழுது again there was congestion in that area. அது ஒன்று. அடுத்தது they had an idea of going for biometric. Biometric போகும்பொழுது என்னன்னா, again biometric was banned by government. It is a potential. This biometric system, it serves as a potential, serves for the potential spread of this pandemic, coronaன்றதால biometric was also banned. So they told us, you give us other solution and develop a product and give us, which is for this attendance monitoring. And again, அப்பெல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா இப்போ வரையிலும் they do it. They have a gun sort of thing, check our temperature and move. So they asked for a touchless attendance. That is, it's not a biometric sort of attendance, touchless attendance system with temperature monitoring. This was a problem statement which was given, and we worked on it. So biometric ruled out. Then RFID. RFID, we can have this barcode on the coverage. We can do. But what is now? I am giving 2 o'clock. I can give my RFID, my card to my friend. While he's coming at 5 o'clock, he can show my card and move out. So this body punching is bad and go for this RFID cards. We went for the other biometric is ruled out, RFID is ruled out. So body punching, இன்னொன்று வந்து touching. So we went for the other method, that is face recognition. So face recognition will have a camera. The camera, it will try to recognize the face of the employee entering through the doorway. If it is recognized and the person வந்து okay, if the person's face is in the database na, then okay, it will mark the attendance, check the temperature and send it. இல்ல ஏதோ ஒரு discrepancy இருக்குதுன்னா the attendance வந்து அந்த suspicious entryல mark ஆகும். So this was the thing. So the camera, it captures the image. initially we'll be storing the images of the person. நிறைய image எடுத்து எல்லா points-உம் போட்டு we'll store it in the database. So capture பண்ண பிறகு it will check with the database. If the image is existing, okay இருக்குதுன்னா, then it will go for the temperature scan. Temperature value, if it is within the limits, the attendance is uploaded in the website. இல்ல, if the temperature value சரியா இல்ல அப்படின்னா, then the employee is not allowed into the office. அதே மாதிரி image check பண்ணும்பொழுது, if the image is not existing, then the person will not be allowed. So here got the camera module, which is to capture the image, and the thermal sensor, which is to calculate the temperature. Ellame it is given to the Raspberry Pi. So what is done in face recognition? Image acquisition. Next is image manipulation, segmentation, hair cascade features. Excuse me. Hair cascade features. Then extract the face from image. Excuse me. Time solve. Right. So here we have got in this attendance system, we have got 6 different modules. First is capturing the image. Next is training phase. Training phase. We used minimum 100 images in the database. So these were the various images which were captured. So here, when the person enters, the face is captured and it will be compared with the images which is existing in the database. Once recognized now, the person's ID and the name, it will be displayed. So the attendance will be date, time, the temperature and attendance will be marked. It will be generated in the CSV file and it will be sent to the admin. This was the Pi camera which was used for capturing the image. இதுதான் எங்களோட basic model. இது வந்து final output, final model which was delivered to GT Electronics. So this is working. This is a product which has been commercialized and is now working in GT Electronics and NCR. இது இல்லாம there was one requirement from JIPMA. எத்தனை பேருக்கு தெரியும் தெரியல, JIPMA, it's AIMS-க்கு அடுத்து பெரிய hospital is JIPMA Pondicherry. Almost there are around 8 blocks கிட்ட இருக்குது. ரொம்ப பெரிய campus. A new person entering into JIPMA வந்து it will take minimum or half a day ஆகும் to figure out where to go and how to go. So அந்த மாதிரி there are so many blocks. அந்த blocks குள்ள நிறைய wards எக்கச்சக்கமா இருக்குது. It's very difficult for anyone entering. And moreover, நமக்கு வந்து இப்போ ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்குள்ள போயாச்சு, ஒரு பெரிய பெரிய பிளாக்ஸ், ஒரு 6 stories 7 stories 8 stories 10 stories போயாச்சு. போன பிறகு ஜிபிஎஸ் வச்சிட்டுலாம் நம்மளால எதுவும் பண்ண முடியாது. So there was this was given by this was a problem which was given by the head of cardiothoracic department. He asked us to develop an app which will help the patients or the attenders of the patients to navigate inside the hospital. இப்போ நான் வந்து ஒரு பிளாக் போகணும், தட் இஸ் நான் எண்டோஸ்கோபி எடுக்கிறதுக்கு போகணும் அப்படின்னா I just can give where I need to go. That's all. It will guide me to go. And this is the app which has been developed and customized only for JIPMA. அவங்களுக்காக மட்டுமே நாங்க பண்ணி கொடுத்திருக்கிற ஆப். It is yet to be launched. But எல்லாமே முடிச்சு நாங்க பிளே ஸ்டோர்ல போட்டு செக் பண்ணியும் முடிச்சாச்சு. And generally நம்ம if it is indoors now I cannot depend upon GPS, right? I cannot go for RSSI. So what we decided is we can go for computer vision. So based on the computer vision we have done it. இதுதான். So this is the app which we have developed. It is for the visitor and employee. Employee na the persons there. அது mostly யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்களான்னு தெரியாது, பட் விசிட்டர்ஸ் கண்டிப்பா யூஸ் பண்ணணும். யூஸ் பண்ணா it will be very easy for them. எங்க போனாலும் just track and move because almost எல்லா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ஸும் they are existing in JIPMA. எல்லா சூப்பர் ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி எல்லா ஸ்பெஷாலிட்டி இருக்குது. ஃப்ரம் லேப் டெக்னீஷியன் கோர்ஸ்ல இருந்து இருக்குது. ஸோ ஆல்மோஸ்ட் A to Z in medical field is existing in JIPMA. So to navigate to these places, it will be easy. The visitor, they have to log in with their mail ID and password. Inga pohano. They want to go to forensic medicine lab. Just enter panita. It will give. In the block, or block in JIPMA, it will be colored in different. Red color or block. The other block will be in yellow color, green color, blue color. And the madri block irukkum. You got the Atma? You got the video here? Okay. So this is inga naanga set pannina inga check pan before launching the app we checked in our place. This is path setting. Grids vachi how we have set the paths. So how the path has been set என்றதுக்கு this is path setting. So this is how the navigation is done. So we have we are tracking. Initially, we started with tracking our lab. So you can see here, this is the place. This is how the path is shown to us, and this is the destination. And this indoor navigation app, it does not require any GPS, RSSI, idhum kadayadu. Right? Just computer vision vachu. Next is inna ore or idu mattum sollidren ma'am. Next is patient health monitoring device. Patient health monitoring apparatus. Actually இதுவுமே பேண்டமிக் டைம்ல சோஷியல் டிஸ்டன்சிங் அந்த மாதிரி டைம்ல கிடைச்ச ஒரு ஐடியா. இப்போ ஒரு கம்பெனி தே ஆர் இன் கான்டாக்ட் வித் அஸ் டு கமர்ஷியலைஸ் திஸ் ப்ராடக்ட். பட் இன்னும் நாங்க அவங்களுக்கு கன்கரன்ஸ் எதுவுமே கொடுக்கல பிகாஸ் we have idea of launching this productன்றதால. பட் that company they want to launch this product. ஏன்னா இது மாதிரியே ஒரு ஸ்மார்ட் glove வந்து we have made. It is again a medical device. அந்த ஸ்மார்ட் glove வந்து it has won the first prize in Smart India Hackathon. அதனால அதையும் இதையும் இன்டகிரேட் பண்ணி we have plans of launching a new product. But இது பார்த்துட்டு company has approached us. They said that they want to launch this product அப்படின்னு. But we hold the patent rights for this productன்றதால we haven't yet given them. இது என்னன்னா it is almost related with AR, augmented reality வச்சு பண்ணினது இது. This is the final product which measures the temperature and pressure. இது என்னன்னா இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து I'll just have it as a ring இல்ல என் கையில சும்மா ஒரு பேண்ட் அந்த மாதிரி வச்சுட்டு I'll just a QR code sort of thing வச்சுக்கலாம். Then a doctor he need not come near me and check what my temperature is or what my pressure is. Just he or she they can scan the QR code immediately. What's my temperature and pressure, immediately it will be displayed. I'll just show you the video which will give a clear idea. Actually இந்த வீடியோ வந்து நாங்க வெளியில ஃபுல்லா லான்ச் பண்ணல. The thing is we wanted to launch the product ன்றதால இது prototype மட்டும் I have shown you. So this is what the person will be having in his hand or finger. இது மாதிரி he'll be having இங்க ஒரு QR code மாதிரி or anything ஒரு tag ஏதோ ஒன்னு they can fix which will be connected with this. So when the doctor comes and scans that code, he'll be able to find out what's the blood pressure and temperature. இப்போதைக்கு இது ரெண்டு தான் we have done. That's only the blood pressure and temperature. So this is the product which we are in the process of launching. And apart from this, we also do some products for societal cause. That is purely for societal cause. There is one school, Satya Special School in Pondicherry. It's a school only for special children. நிறைய visually challenged, physically challenged, mentally challenged நிறைய குழந்தைகள் அங்க இருக்கிறாங்க. It's not குழந்தைகள், they are grown-ups they are there. So அவங்களுக்கும் we do some products. அவங்களோட ரெக்குவயர்மெண்ட்டுக்கு ஏத்த மாதிரி they ask us இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணி தர முடியுமான்னு we do it. One sort of product is FR ring னு ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் பண்ணிடும். That is they can have this FR ring in their finger. ஒரு ரிங் மாதிரி போட்டுக்கலாம். ஆர்டினரி ஏதோ ஒரு சும்மா ஒரு ருபி இருக்குது, ஒரு காசு இருக்குதுன்னா அவங்களுக்கு வந்து அது எவ்வளவு ரூபான்றது ஒரு விஷுவலி சேலஞ்ச் பர்சனுக்கு வந்து இட்ஸ் குவைட் டிஃபிகல்ட் டு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் இல்லையா. ஸோ என்ன பண்ணலாம், அதுல வந்து இந்த ஃபிங்கர் இந்த ரிங் போட்டுட்டு ஜஸ்ட் தே கேன் ஸ்கேன், அப்படியே கையை வச்சு தடவினாங்கன்னா அதுல இருக்க கேமரா இட் வில் கேப்சர் வாட் இஸ் தட் ருபி, எவ்வளோ அமௌண்ட் அப்படின்னு கேப்சர் பண்ணிட்டு it will convert it into voice and it will say 10 rupees 20 rupees அந்த மாதிரி சொல்றதுக்காக இதுதான். First image is captured by pi camera. அது JPEG format, image to text, text to speech. So எவ்வளோ அமௌண்ட் எவ்வளோ அப்படின்னு கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு அதுக்காக we have developed this product and we are given them. And again, this is also a patented product. So these are some of the products we have developed. Apart from that, the product kit we have developed. And this is my team. Manoj Kumar of Ignite Skylab, Srinivasan and Lavanya. So these three kids along with me, we do this products. But in the product to me வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ராக்கெட் சயின்ஸ்லாம் கிடையாது. Simple products which are need of the art and which serve the society. And the products மட்டும்தான் we have developed, and you have got it more a long way to go. Any doubts? Niranjan sir, any doubt? If you have got any doubts, please open up your question. I'm ready to answer. In case if you have got any doubts, you can mail us to this mail ID, Manoj Kumar or Lavanya, or to my mail ID, research@mbit.edu.in. I'm not sure if I bored you a lot. Students, if you have got any questions, kindly, I'm ready to answer your questions.
Simon sir, is there any questions from the students? Is there anything in the chat box? Niranjan? Niranjan? Think, if there is no question, then you have to formally close it.
Respected resource profile.
Proceed, proceed.
Let's go.
The feedback link will be shared soon through the WhatsApp group.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. It was a really wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank
Dr. Surma,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.